everybody! You see this is my butter and egg. Today I'm going to make bread rolls. I used to make this for my children as a snack. They love this. Long time ago when I lived in Korea, I used to call this just roll-ppang. Pang is bread. So bread rolls, but you can call dinner rolls. You can use dinner rolls. You can use as a sandwich. You can use also hamburger. I used to make usually like a huge batch. But today, for you guys, I develop a really small portion. Each roll will be really big enough, good size. You don't need any electric mixer, but you need oven, right? So oven, I'm using oven, but use all your hand from scratch, you make this. And also you'll be so surprised how simple it is. So let's start. Turn on the heat. This is a thick bottomed pot. The reason I like to use this one is the lid. I use this lid, you will see. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons. This is unsalted butter. And put this here. So see, all melted, and let's turn off. This is whole milk. Half a cup milk. Sugar, let's use 2 tablespoons. Salt, 1/4 teaspoon. One large egg. So what do you think this temperature will be? At this point, it's really lukewarm. It's a kind of good temperature for yeast. There are 2 types of yeast, this package or this jar. And then I'm using this jar, but measure 2 teaspoons. So let it sit 1 minute so that this yeast is going to be active. I forgot to tell you, you have been following my recipe and video probably, oh, this is a different house. Yes, I moved. This is a new house. I moved just a couple of days ago. So my first video in new house is going to be my bread. This bread is, I have so much good memories about this bread because I used to make for my children when they were young. When they came back from school, I used to bake this. And then filled this bread like in the plastic container a lot, and then they were so happy. And then I used to serve this as a milk and strawberry jam, and then they love this. They still remember this. I'm going to use 1½ cup all-purpose flour. 1 cup, ½ cup, so it doesn't take long. So only it took 1 minute. Very sticky. Look at that. And then I'll put on the lid. 1 hour passed. Let's see inside. It should be doubled. Yes. See? Just deflate this gas. We are going to knead this. Okay, so around 1 minute, I knead this way. And let it sit 30 minutes more. There you go. Softer. Yay! Yay! There is nothing left over in this pot. So all gas inside has to be all removed. Really pretty, isn't it? So cute, so cute. Okay, then we are going to divide this half first. Scissor hand. Here each bowl, let's divide 3. And make it this way. So make a thin rope. Okay, and then just coil like this. And this guy go bottom like this. Isn't it pretty? And then roll, roll, roll. Making shape is children love that. When you cook together, when they grow up, they always remember. The other day, I called my daughter, hey, you remember the bread I used to make? Of course she remember. So actually this recipe is not my invention. One of my friends, she and I, we went to the same elementary school. She has 3 boys. So she all the time make a huge batch of food. So she and I and another friend, we 3 of us used to all the time got together, and then she showed me how to do this. We used to make all different kinds of buns. So fun. So 6 buns, we made this. Let it rise for 1 hour. Around 30 minutes later, you will see, oh, it looks really like already expanded. I can bake. But I have been making for a long time, so be patient. 1 hour, let it rise. And it will be like a cotton candy. 1 hour. So let's bake. I'm going to preheat my oven 350 Fahrenheit. Oh my, good. To make it shiny and also not dry, let's brush this with egg white. We have 1 egg yolk. Another, like my recipe, I said, egg yolk, you can do massage. Actually, a lot of people email me, Maangchi, how can you massage? Can you tell me the direction, or can you make a video? I have only this one, look like a face, right? It's a cotton. Wash face first, really nicely, wash and clean. And then just, if you don't need a brush, use your finger. I use my finger. Just brush all over the face. And then second time, third time, whole face. And then still left over, and then one like this, and then it's going to be really stick to my face. And then again, this is left over, this egg yolk, and then all over face this. And then make sure that everything is just should be tightly stick to your face. And then watch TV and just, don't speak. Whenever I do this, and suddenly I like to talk more. I like to call, but just be quiet. 20 minutes after a little dried, and then your face feel really tightened. And then peel it off like this. Steamy towel and cover this your face and couple of times until all this egg yolk is gone. And then last touch is cold water. So really cold water and wash clean again one more time. That's it. And then next day you feel really your skin is really softer and more elastic. My house is really full of good aroma. When you bake something, smells so good. Even though this is only 6 buns, I make this, really smells so good. Excited. I'm so hungry now. 1 minute more. Okay, done. cold milk. Okay. Wow, look at this, our bread. Oh my. See? Wow. Look at this bread. It looks like a chicken breast. Homemade strawberry jam. So, a lot of strawberry jam. We made bread rolls. Korean name is Roll-ppang. Pang is bread in Korean. You guys want to learn how to make my strawberry jam? In the next video, I'm going to show you how to make my homemade strawberry jam. Super easy recipe. Let me know how your rolls turn out. Enjoy my recipe. See you next time. Bye.